Well, the Olve G Pettis Library in Goshen this weekend will be holding their Naturefest, and we have Eryc Courmac in studio, who is one of the trustees from the library in Goshen. How are you, sir?
I'm very good. Thanks, Steve.
I appreciate you popping in. This
Absolutely.
Isn't your first radio experience.
This is not, no.
You were telling me your sister was a jock for a long time.
About 30-something years, yes.
So she used to bring you in on the radio?
She did. I would visit her in the studio, and I'd sit there, and she'd call me Brother Eryc, and I'd come and chit-chat for a while.
So you've done it.
I have.
Nice. I'm sure she had a lot nicer studios. And
not in every studio, no.
Oh, really? So Naturefest, this is a new thing that the library is doing?
Naturefest is a brand new thing that we've come up with that we have a new librarian, Shelby Wood.
Yes.
Who has had some fantastic ideas, and she came up with Naturefest, something to bring the community back to nature, show them what's out there. You know, we've all been home for a while.
Sure.
Bring them out, introduce them and the surrounding towns to some nature clubs that are out there, get them some information, things they don't know.
Okay.
And get a chance to become reacquainted with their neighbors.
Nice. So the concept of a library has definitely changed over the past 20 years, where it was books,
right?
You know, just books, and you come and get a book and enjoy your books and have fun with the books. And now there's so much more. And I know the Olve G Pettis Library in Goshen. It's a small library. It's a small community library. You don't have millions of books inside the building, but there's so many other things that the library has been doing.
Well, what's important these days, especially with a small town, is for a library to become less of a book center and more of a community center. Many small towns don't have places for the community to go to, and that's why the library needs to provide more than just books, records, and CDs, and that's what we're trying to do.
And so with Naturefest, this is brand new. There's a lot of different things happening on Saturday.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we've got the Gunison Beach cleanup at 10 a.m. Come on out. I'll be out there. You get to meet me. I might even bring my Irish Wolfhound.
Which is a ginormous dog.
He is an enormous dog, but super friendly. He'd love to meet everybody. And all right, that decided. I'm going to bring him. We're going to have the Sullivan County 4-H. We're going to have the Ausbon Sargent Land Preservation Trust.
Ausbon Sargent.
Ausbon Sargent. That's sorry, I pronounced it wrong.
No,
what I need to do is wear my glasses more often. The Sunapee Ragged Kearsarge Greenway Coalition.
Oh, nice.
The Loon Preservation Committee. Wags and Wiggles Rescue is going to be out there. Hopefully they'll bring some of their little friends for adoption. The Sullivan County Conservation Commission is going to be out there.
Oh, nice.
The Friends of Mount Sunapee. The New Hampshire Fish and Game is going to be there with a table. And about 9:30, the New Hampshire Outdoor Learning Center will be there. We're going to have a family-friendly story walk with up in the trails around the library, because we've got a good amount of property up there.
Yes.
And we're going to have a trail with some cards and pointers and people to help out and point out what kinds of trees, what kind of plants, what kind of animals might be out there. We're going to have a book group, an adult book group. We're going to have a kids book group. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be quite a morning. Are
all these booths and tables and things happening at the library, or is that happening at Gunison Beach?
It's all going to be at the library.
Okay.
It's all going to be in the lot in and around the library. If it rains, I'll probably be in the town.
In Town Hall?
Town Hall.
Yeah.
And in the library, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to come out. And
yeah, I'm pulling up the weather forecast right now. Sunny on Saturday, 83. Just
that's
beautiful.
what we like to see.
Just picture perfect.
Yep.
Fantastic. So with Naturefest, you have all these different booths there. People can come through. And this isn't just for Goshen.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. When I said libraries need to become more of a community, we mean the entire community. I mean, surrounding towns, the entire Sullivan County. We would love to see people come out from all over and just crowd us out.
And the library right now is working on this project in the woods.
Yes.
Which, how do you explain it?
So we don't have a quote-unquote official name yet.
Okay.
But what we're doing is we're creating a community trail and nature walk up in the woods. We're going to have a defined trail. We're going to have placards and nameplates for all the trees and all the animals. We're going to have kids area. We're going to have a nice big slide for the kids to go down. We're going to have lots of information. We're going to have tables. We're going to have a lower area in the courtyard because if somebody isn't quite able to make it up into the woods, they're not going to be missing out. They're going to have things to see down there.
And it's kind of like a play and learn center, right?
Exactly right, yeah.
So when you say the slide, because I took the tour with, and I know you were on the tour too, with the engineer that's designing this.
Right.
It's not your traditional playground slide up in the air. This is actually built into the ground and utilizes nature. It's a neat concept. So I use the word playground of trepidation. It's like a playground, but built into nature and utilizing all the little unique features that the land provides.
Right. What our designer told us is, don't take out fallen trees, leave rocks where they are. We had to clean it up a little bit for the raking leaves, but we're going to use trees as a climbing area. We're going to use tree stumps as places to sit. We're using, like you said, the dugout part of the hill as a slide for the kids. It's going to be made safe, obviously, but everything that we have out there, or almost everything we're going to have out there, is from nature itself. We're not going to be buying a bunch of plastic and foreign matter to throw into the woods.
Yeah. No, I think it's an awesome concept. And, my daughter is 9 going on 10 this September. When she was 2, 3, 4 years old, I was clamoring for playgrounds. I was clamoring for places to take her. So I would have to come to Newport or go to Newberry, or we'd go down to Marlow, to the playground at the school, and just for places to go. We would walk around Goshen Ocean, but it wasn't the same. So I really wish something like that had existed 8 years ago for me.
Right, because Goshen doesn't have a school of its own.
Right.
There's no real gathering place for kids. There's nothing for kids to do that's not walking a trail or walking around the Goshen Ocean. I mean, it's fun for once or twice, but they're kids. They get bored. They need stimulation. They need mental stimulation. And that's what we're hoping to provide, not just for Goshen kids, for all surrounding communities.
Yeah, I think it could be, the concept is an awesome concept. I love the incorporation of nature, the education factor. You can hear some fiddleheads, or, this is a maple tree, this is a oak tree. And parents can use that as teaching. I know if we go up to like Vins, the Vermont Nature Center, I don't know if you've ever gone to that.
I have not yet.
If you like birds, I don't know if you like birds. They've got like eagles and owls and stuff, hawks, raptors. It's really cool. But they've got some walks in there, and you can do the same thing where you can see, this is that type of tree and this is a birch and things of that nature.
Yeah, kids don't always like to learn, but if they can have fun when they're learning, it sneaks up on them and they end up having a great time. And it also gives the parents something to do with them. They're not sitting around all day bored. They can go after school.
Right.
And if adults don't have kids, there's still plenty to do there. There's still a little getaway that's not the woods around their house.
Right.
And they can learn a little something about nature in their area that they may not have known already.
So this is something that the Olve G Pettis Library is fundraising for.
We are fundraising our faces off. We did not want to cost our townspeople anything. We wanted it to be all by donation and grants, and that's what we're doing. We're making progress.
Sure.
We're applying for grants left and right, and we've gotten donations. And donations also come in the form of volunteerism. People donating their time, people donating materials. It's been a great community response, but we could always use more.
Yes. So if somebody's interested in, let's say, making a donation to this, I know that we weren't even planning on talking about this, but if somebody wants to make a donation, if they want to help out financially or whatnot, what's the best way to do so?
Oh my gosh, please call the library, email the library, email the trustees. We have the website. We're also on the Town of Goshen's website, all of our contact information. We would absolutely love that.
It's going to be a great benefit to the community and to the region, too. And hopefully it draws people to a little town of Goshen.
Yep, I think it will.
And bringing to the town of Goshen, you guys moved here a few years back, and you've gotten heavily involved. And I, as one of the natives, am happy to see people move in, get involved, get excited, new ideas, new energy. And so, having you here talking about this to me is exciting.
When we first moved here, we're coming from a suburb in Boston where everything fun to do is less than an hour away, to Goshen where there's not so much to do around here. My biggest shock was that I couldn't get pizza delivered. So when I got here, I was like, this area is so beautiful. I love this place so much, and it could be so much more. I got to get, and I was a library trustee I lived in Holbrook in Massachusetts. I was a trustee for 3 or 4 years, and I was also the chairman of the board of trustees for a while. I moved up here, and I was like, I got to get involved. I'm going to do it all over again, and I'm so glad I did. Goshen is such a beautiful town, and there's also so much more it can be that I can see.
We'll work on that pizza delivery thing. Naturefest itself is happening this coming Saturday. Starts at what time? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Okay. So a really good portion of the day. You don't have to spend the whole day. If
Not
people
at
just
all.
want to come for a half hour, or whatever. And
Come down, say hi.
check it out. So all the booths and stuff. So from Ausbon Sargent to Loon Preservation to Wags and Wiggles and Fish and Game and so on and so forth. They'll be there. You can learn about what they do. They probably have some handouts and
Absolutely, yes.
things. Now, do you know if there will be dogs there for Wags and Wiggles?
I do not know.
Okay.
But let's assume yes and hope that they do. If not, I'll bring Seamus.
Which your wolfhound is? It's an Irish wolfhound.
He is an
right?
Irish wolfhound, yes.
No, those are the biggest dogs.
They are, if not the biggest, the second biggest, but I think they're the biggest, yeah.
So they're bigger than Great Danes.
Many of them are, yeah. Wolfhounds get to be upwards of 200 pounds.
Yikes.
Seamus is a small boy so far. He's at 120, but he's still young for a wolfhound. He's 2.5. He's still growing.
How long do they live till?
They can live 5 years, 7 years. Many people have had them for 11 and 12 years.
Oh, really?
That's a little on the rarer part of the spectrum.
Yeah. How much dog food do you go through a week?
Seamus eats 4 cups of food in the morning and 4 cups of food in the evening. So
Is that a lot?
That's quite a bit. Okay. Yeah, we also have a golden retriever who eats about half that.
Oh, the little puppy?
Yeah.
That you had?
Yeah, he's over a year old now.
Really? Man, time flies.
He's easy mode dog. He's not stubborn. He's very smart. That's Sullivan.
Okay.
Seamus is just as smart, but a little more stubborn.
That's too funny. So people can meet Seamus.
Absolutely.
All right,
I'll bring him.
Cool stuff. We have Eryc in studio, who's trustee from the Olve G Pettis Library in Goshen. Naturefest is this coming Saturday. And Gunison Beach Cleanup Day. Do you want people to bring their own gloves to keep?
Bring gloves. That would be a good idea. If you have the kind of little stick or little grabby bars that you can pick up trash with, that's fine also. I'll be there to answer questions, help out, and it's that easy.
Okay. Good stuff. Well, anything else you want to get on?
I think that's it. I think we're all set. Come on out and see us.
Great. And is the library open now because of COVID?
Oh, yeah. The library is. I think we just fully opened to on a slightly smaller scale. But, yeah, we're open to the public.
Because I know it had been open all this time, but there was...
Yeah, we cut down to one person for 30 minutes and 2 people for 30 minutes. We're expanding a little more. You can always check the website for details.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Great
stuff. Olve G Pettis Library. I think, what's the website? Is olvegpettis.com?
Or you can check the town's website.
I know it's on the Town of Goshen website. Oh, Goshen Library. Is it Goshen? Okay, GoshenLibrary.org.
That's us.
All right, there you go. So you can find out more about that. You can find the Naturefest right on the front page as well. And good stuff. Thanks again.
Thank you.